I put a big smile on my face, but I sure don't feel like smiling as I make the video for September the 7th, 2017, and I'm entitling it Hurricane Turmoil and Uncertain Future. There's no point in even attempting to make a video on any other subject when so much attention is being focused on the manipulated hurricanes, plural, threatening the area in which I live. I have friends trying to get me to go places farther west or even north. Of course, there are a few different paths being projected. Florida is hit hard in all but one that has it turning north and heading to the mid-Atlantic states. I have no desire to even leave my home, yet I'm told it's up to the mayor of Melbourne to decide whether to order mandatory evacuation of the apartment complex where I live. If I honestly felt that God would really take action to counter the cabal's tactics, I could rest more easily. However, God has not been shown to be faithful in regard to doing things on behalf of humanity. There was a time when I thought we had some influence with God, but actual life experience has eroded whatever faith I used to have. Not only do I face an uncertain immediate future, I have moments when I want to simply be erased from the hellish life we have been given. I saw an error there, but I hope I can go back and find it again. Anyway, the second day in a row, I've put aside the blurb that I had written and focus on the hurricane that is the focus of attention all over where I live, wherever I go in the apartment complex, whoever I talk to. I mean, I'm getting email messages and Facebook messages and YouTube messages from people all over the place. As I said, I've been invited to go to Arkansas, which west of the Mississippi River, and that's seen as a safe area. And I have one of my friends who, if plans went according to schedule, left yesterday to head to that very state to ride out the potential storm. And I have another friend up in Vermont that invited me to retreat up there, and I'm sure there are other people that would gladly put me up for a time, but because I make videos every day, it's not so easy to just go and do something else. When I had my trip to Australia and have gone away for any period of time, I usually make my videos in advance and have them ready to go up, so that all I have to do is go and activate it on Facebook, that it already goes up scheduled on YouTube without me doing anything once it's recorded. But I'm at wit's end. Again, it's not even my decision whether to stay in my home or not. It's up to authorities to make a decision whether they want to mandatorily evacuate, and what they provide is schools. And it's ironic. I was talking to one of the people yesterday who they evacuated people last year at the hurricane into a local school, and the roof blew off the school where the people were staying. So I mean, it's ironic. And this hurricane, if the news is telling the truth, I mean, it's supposed to be an extremely intense storm with gusts of wind even up to and possibly even exceeding 200 miles an hour, which is really, really heavy-duty wind. I mean, the storm a year ago took out trees and blocked roads and stuff like that in the community where I'm living when I was with my son. And it was a mess, and it jug handled out probably 50 miles further east when it went around the county in which I live. Otherwise, it would have been a much more intense hurricane. And I have to keep coming back and asking myself, where is the loving God? The demons, the cabal, they're able to now intensify storms and redirect them, and they're able to move high pressure systems and low pressure systems, apparently guiding storms at will. They, have said 10 years ago or more that they own the weather, and they being the cabal, the government. And no, I don't trust the government. I don't trust any political leaders. The system is broken. It has been broken for a long time. It is run by demonic elements that do not have humanity's best interest at heart. They want to eliminate as much of humanity as possible, which is why they do such horrible things all over the planet, not just in the United States, where, believe it or not, there are homeless people still sleeping under bridges and still not having a roof over their head in America, which is supposed to be an affluent nation. And that's the tip of the iceberg, because in other countries it's even worse. It's even worse than it is here. And I have friends that moved from Venezuela, for example, and live in I think Haiti, or not the Haiti, but the Dominican Republic, which is the same island as Haiti is on. Haiti is the western end of that, and the Dominican Republic is on the east side of that island. But those are supposed to be the first places hit by this storm. Those islands there between the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. So this is the dilemma that humanity faces, that we have to get rid of these charlatans that claim to control and own the world. We've got to get rid of the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and whatever the cabal is. It needs to be removed. And where is God in the removal? Why doesn't God answer the prayers of people that cry out? And we're not supposed to show any fear. One of my friends sent me a thing to enter into a meditation, and I'm going to enter the meditation, but we're supposed to lay aside all fear and all doubt. Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot easier said than it is to do. I know from personal experience that the mind does not allow you to totally empty itself. And I don't want to empty my mind or my heart or my being. I want to be fully conscious, not go into some state of unconsciousness, as some seem to imply. That's what meditation is. It's becoming unconscious, or they might term it entering into a higher state of consciousness, but you lose the state of consciousness of being on planet Earth and being a human being at this time, in this place. Anyway, folks, I don't know what the answer is. I'm rambling, and I know I'm rambling, and I don't have a plan because I don't know what the future holds. If I could, I'd erase the storm. I would just simply let it die in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean somewhere and do virtually no damage at all. I mean, why God allows people that are horrific people to even mess with the storms in a negative way is beyond me. But that does seem to be the reality that we have to deal with. And I wish God would take positive action and deliver Earth from these charlatans that have run roughshod for so long. Thank you for listening, and namaste.